Stop thinking alchemists are just old men in black robes with long white beards busy stirring cauldrons in dark caves. If you look at them through a modern lens, alchemists were the earliest software engineers of matter. They saw this world as hardware that could be upgraded. The problem is, they were obsessed with performing the craziest hacking in history, turning cheap, dirty lead into pure, precious gold. Their reasoning was actually very systemic. They believed the universe shared the same source code. If everything originates from the same basic substance, then logically we should be able to transform one object into another as long as we know how. This was a human attempt to impose order on the chaos of the atoms around us. Welcome back to Arc Chaos and Order, in the segment The Fragility of Order. In this 14th episode, we will dissect 5 of the most legendary alchemists who ever lived. We will see how their obsession with matter didn't just give birth to myths, but also became the foundation for the modern chemistry you study in school today. Prepare your experimental logic. Let's dismantle the secrets of these matter wizards. Jabir Ibn Hayyan, the laboratory administrator. We begin in the 8th century in the Islamic world with a figure named Jabir Ibn Hayyan, known in the West as Geber. If alchemy were a corporation, Jabir was its operations manager. He was the first to take alchemy from vague philosophy into disciplined laboratory protocols. The logic was systematization. Jabir introduced rigorous experimental methods: distillation, crystallization, sublimation, and evaporation. He didn't just want to create gold, he wanted to understand the recipe of every substance. Your POV now, when you perform a chemistry lab at school and mix an acid with a base, you're actually executing a protocol written by Jabir 1,000 years ago. Jabir believed in the sulfur-mercury theory as the constituent of all metals. Although modern science proves it wrong, his systemic logic on substance classification became the foundation for the periodic table we know today. Jabir was the alchemist who transformed magic into procedure. He taught that if you want to control matter, you must maintain neat laboratory records. He was the man who transformed the chaos of ancient alchemy into the order of early science.
Nicolas Flamel, the eternal billionaire legend.
Jump to 14th century Paris. You might know this name from the Harry Potter books, but Nicolas Flamel was a real person. He was actually just an ordinary scrivener or clerk. But in the public logic, Flamel was the symbol of the wealth protocol, or eternal riches. Legend says Flamel found an ancient secret book, the Book of Abraham the Jew, and successfully created the Philosopher's Stone. The proof? Suddenly he became incredibly wealthy and loved to donate to the construction of churches and hospitals. Your POV as a spectator, you see an ordinary person suddenly possess unlimited wealth. From a power play logic, people of that era were convinced that Flamel had successfully hacked metal into gold. The horror side of Flamel is the logic of immortality. Alchemy wasn't just about money, but about the elixir of life. Flamel was rumored never to have died and to still be wandering the world. This is a symbol of a ruler's greatest fear: death. We are obsessed with Flamel because he represents the human dream of defeating the limitations of time and matter. Flamel is a reminder that behind every orderly system, humans are always looking for a cheat code to live forever. Paracelsus, the biological rebel. In the 16th century, a most arrogant yet brilliant figure emerged named Paracelsus. His actual name was incredibly long, but he preferred Paracelsus, meaning beyond Celsus, a great Roman physician. His logic was the biological override. He didn't care about gold, he wanted to use alchemy to heal people. Paracelsus was the one who said the dose makes the poison. He realized that the human body is actually a giant chemical system. If you are sick, it means there is a chemical imbalance in your body and you need a chemical patch to fix it. He opposed all ancient medical theories and chose to experiment on his own. Your POV? You take a powder or a pill when you have a headache. That is Paracelsus's logic. He shifted the focus of alchemy from metals to humans. Although known for being hot-tempered, a heavy drinker, and hated by fellow doctors, Paracelsus provided a new order in the medical world. He taught that to regulate life, we must be brave enough to break old rules that no longer make sense. He was the alchemist who saw your body as a large test tube that must be managed with the right chemistry. Isaac Newton, the hidden alchemist. Now, this is the most surprising. Isaac Newton, the father of physics, the discoverer of gravity, and the icon of modern science. But did you know that Newton spent more time in his private alchemy lab than formulating laws of physics? Millions of words in his secret notes are not about falling apples, but about ancient alchemy recipes. Newton's logic was the universal source code. Newton didn't see physics and alchemy as separate things. To him, gravity was the way objects moved on the outside, while alchemy was the way objects changed on the inside. He was obsessed with finding prisca sapientia, or lost ancient wisdom. He was convinced that God created the universe with the same mathematical and chemical codes. Your POV? You see the serious portrait of Newton in history books, but behind it there is a burning furnace and sulfur smoke. Newton is an example of the fragility of order. Even the world's most brilliant mind still felt there was an unsolved mystery within matter. He sought absolute order through alchemy. Newton proves that the science we consider sacred today was actually born from the womb of alchemy, filled with failed mystical experiments. Hermes Trismegistus, the root user. Finally, we must discuss the figure considered the father of all alchemists, Hermes Trismegistus. He might not be a real person, but rather a mythological synthesis of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. But in the logic of alchemy, he is the root user. He is the one who provided the alchemy manual book known as the Emerald Tablet. His primary principle was, as above, so below. This is fractal logic, as we discussed in a previous episode. If we understand how the stars work in the sky, we should understand how the atoms work in the ground. Alchemists were obsessed with Hermes because he promised the key to mastering all levels of reality. Your POV? You see ancient symbols and feel something connected between the universe and yourself. That is the thinking virus from Hermes. Hermes is the hidden hand behind every alchemy laboratory. He provided the narrative that matter is not static. Matter can change if you understand its frequency. Without the myth of Hermes, alchemy wouldn't have a grand purpose and would just be a common chemical cook. So, what is the common thread of these 5 alchemists? Logically, alchemy is the adolescence of science. It is the phase where humans tried to rebel against physical limitations. We hate the fact that gold is scarce and life is short. Thus, the alchemists tried to create their own order. Jabir provided the methodology. Flamel provided the wealth motivation. Paracelsus provided the biological application. Newton provided the universal ambition. And Hermes provided the philosophical foundation. Did they fail to turn lead into gold? Literally, yes, but systemically, they were an incredible success. From their failure to find gold, we gained sulfuric acid, alcohol, medicine, down to your smartphone battery technology today. Alchemy is proof that chaos of ideas and obsession often becomes the primary fuel for the birth of a highly beneficial scientific order. Thank you for watching till the end. If you like how we explain complex things to make them make more sense, don't forget to follow Synoptic. We will continue to discuss many everyday things that are actually fascinating, as long as they're explained the right way. Synoptic, the world, simplified, one thought at a time.